Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I just wanted to start out by saying it's been a while and I've been very busy, but I am hopefully going to have 2 or 3 videos for you over the next week because I feel like I have a little extra time in order to do that. So bear with me. I know I'm kind of on again, off again, but life has a way of keeping me very, very busy. But I've explained some of that in my previous video, so I won't go into too much detail. But this is actually a layout that I made back in December of 2019. I am still kind of going through those videos from Christmas for the layouts that I made at Christmas time or thereafter. So they are not exactly spring layouts, but nonetheless, I made them and I think they turned out cute and I want to share them with you. And maybe some of you are still doing some Christmas layouts. I mean, I don't save my pictures from the year before to Scrapbook when it's actually in season. That occurs, at the time or thereafter. So I'm just kind of going with it and enjoying when I can get some Scrapbook time in and bringing the videos to you when I can. So this is a photo. I've done a couple of layouts with pictures I took of Bab and Ella in front of the Christmas tree, and I made him put on this really silly Santa suit that was so tiny on him. It was hilarious because he's a giant. And then I had her dressed up, and the pictures are just priceless. This one, she's basically looking at him like, what are you wearing? Like, what is going on? So it's just a gorgeous picture and so much fun. And I used some papers that I got from the Hip Kit December kit, the main kit, and some of the ephemera from that kit as well. But I dug into some of my older stash as well. You can see this is October afternoon, and I don't know what year it was, but obviously it's old because they've been out of business, which is sad because I love their products. But this particular sticker set was called Silent Night. Well, the collection was Silent Night, and I ended up using quite a bit of it, and I was so excited to do so because I loved it when I got it, and yet I was kind of in a mood when I was, between like going through a divorce and being single for so many years. I just didn't take a ton of Christmas photos during that time because I was a little bit jaded on the whole family holiday sort of thing. I felt a little cheated. I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. And so having Ella this year, or I guess last year, has just really changed my enthusiasm for Christmas. And so I'm pulling out some of my old stash and going crazy with it. And just really, I enjoyed Christmas so much more and was so excited for the holidays. So I'm going to continue to record the year of me being excited again about Christmas. So I do end up taking some of these stickers and popping them up, and you'll see me do that here in a moment, but I'm just kind of laying out different pieces on my layout that I thought might work well on the page to build a little bit of a scene between the stickers and some of the ephemera. The ephemera was an exclusive from that Hip Kit December kit, and it was called So Frosty, and I love those little snowflakes and labels, and I wanted to use the other reindeer, but it just didn't match the two from October afternoon. But I think the little houses and labels and the bow and the snowflakes are they're so cute. I just love them. So I did try to make this sticker that had the Christmas tree with the writing on it work, but it just doesn't make it onto the page. I felt like it was just a little too busy considering I've got, a patterned background and I'm going to put a lot of elements on this page. I just felt like it was kind of distracting. So I'm just kind of filing through each one of those pieces and kind of getting my layout together so that I can take all of this off. I'm going to take a picture first, but I will take it all off and then put it back on and pop up some of those elements. And I think it makes a really lovely Christmas scene, and I just really love how it turned out. I love that I got to use a pattern paper with the stars in the background and some of those older products with new products, and it was just really fun and easy to make this layout. So I know that Elsie Robinson does a lot of scene layouts, and I do watch her on occasion, and she does inspire me. But I used to do a lot of scene layouts when I first started scrapbooking. So it's kind of funny how it's come full circle, because there for a while I was doing a lot of mixed media, and I will get back to that, so don't give up on me there. I love mixed media still, but I've kind of revisited some of my more classic scrapbooking that I did many years ago, which was a little bit of scenes and a little bit of grids and a little bit of more clean linear work. And yeah, I've kind of come full circle. So I thought it would be a good idea. Those Christmas trees that were lined up were just a little too plain and kind of stuck out on the page. So I thought I would add some watered down white acrylic paint and make it look like it was snowing on the Christmas tree. And I'm going to end up doing that all over the page. Basically, here at the end, you're going to see it be splattered along those little hills that I made. So I'm going to start gluing everything down and popping things up. And what else? What else did I want to share with you? I know I was going to try to talk a little bit about what's going on here in Dallas with the coronavirus. I know that everybody's really nervous, and it is scary times, and hopefully you have the opportunity to stay home as much as possible. Bab's company has told him that it is mandatory he works from home for the next foreseeable future, and all of their offices have closed basically worldwide. He works for a subsidiary of Cisco Systems, and so even Cisco has shut down, I think, most, if not all, of their offices as well. And of course, all travel has been suspended, but I am still in the gym. The gym here is about 10% of what it normally is, and I know it's a high risk place to be, and I'm getting more nervous by the day, so I don't know if I'm going to take some time off. I think I'm going to wait possibly another week to see if this gets worse. There is reported cases in Frisco, which is about 20 minutes from me, and I do have a client that had an assistant that just flew back from Washington, and she was sick, and she's been tested, but they haven't given her the results back yet. And so as this evolves, if it continues to speed up, I'm probably going to take a week or two off work, bare minimum, if not longer, and just focus on my studies for becoming a health coach, because I do that online, and I can always, give my clients homework to do as far as body workouts at home without me until this kind of blows over. But a lot of people that I train rely on me for accountability purposes more than just the programming. So if I'm not there, then they may not do what they need to work out and to be healthy. And then food is another big factor. A lot of people that I train want an accountability partner for their food choices. And now that I'm a nutritionist as well as a personal trainer, I find that that's a big part of what I do as well. And not just that, but I think health coaching is a natural progression for me because a lot of the work I currently do is therapeutic. So I talk to people that don't really get to, I've got a couple of clients, they don't really have a social life, or they don't really go out because they have an older parent that they're caring for. And so the time they spend with me is really valuable to them, and I do want to be there for them. So I'm trying to hold off and see if this just gets worse and worse. Hopefully I'm not stupid in that decision. I really don't want to get sick, but I'm a very healthy person, and so normally I don't get sick, but that's just kind of the status of what's going on here. My daughter is about to go on spring break for college, and they're telling her that they may do everything online and close the school after spring break, but that has not officially been announced. So we'll see. But I can expand on that in other videos. I just wanted to kind of share what was going on here and touch base with all of you. I know some of you are in areas that are not so great right now, and I'm sorry if that's your situation, and I really hope that things turn around. I think if we're all smart and follow the CDC guidelines, that it's going to blow over in a couple of months and things will start to return to normal. So wash your hands, 20 seconds warm water, hopefully antibacterial soap. I'm a big proponent of that anyway, but my mother was a nurse, and I've always been a gym rat, and I just have always been a hand washer, and I'm kind of learning how not to shake hands and not to be a hugger, which is hard for me because I do like to hug and shake hands, kind of that Southern hospitality thing. But that's kind of what's going on. So anyway, I did add some of those little puffy star stickers from American Crafts, and they were called Honey and Spice. And then I pulled out these American Craft thickers that are called Chill, and that's going to be my title, is Santa Sighting. There's a couple of little asterisks in that thicker set as well that I'm going to use, and I'm just trying to figure out placement. I don't know why the G is so different than the rest of the letters, but I end up pulling those up a little bit because they look like they're dipping down, and that kind of bothered me. So I'll straighten that up and make those look a little more equal. And the little labels down at the bottom say "What a Night" and "Family Time." Of course, that's appropriate. And I believe those were from the crepe paper collection called Snowflake. So this is where I'm adding in some more of that fake snow, just with some white acrylic ink or paint that's watered down, and that finishes my layout. So, oh no, I do end up putting it on the back of this red cardstock just to have a little bit of an outline. I need to pick up some more score tape. I'm down to the little teeny tiny 1/8 inch. I should probably do that right now while I'm thinking of it, because I keep forgetting, but I don't get to scrapbook that often, and that's why I'm forgetting. So there will be still pictures at the end as usual. Look for another video or two or three. They've kind of been coming in bunches when I do release, and I'll try to get as many done as I can with the time that I have. And so that's it. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope you are safe and healthy out there in these scary times. And I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.